Lawmakers in D.C. broke a record this year, but it is one no one wanted to see. The nation endured the longest federal government shutdown in our history. It stretched 43 days. It meant missed paychecks for federal workers, growing fatigue on many jobs, flight delays, even disruptions, of course, to SNAP benefits. That left food banks strained and families worried about how they'd get by. Tonight, our Aaron Cantrell takes a closer look at how the shutdown pushed many families to the brink, just trying to put food on the table.
When the federal government shut down in October in D.C., lawmakers immediately started pointing the finger.
When the Senate Democrats pick this bill up, passed by the House of Representatives, and vote for it.
Donald Trump and Republicans shut the federal government down because they don't want to provide health care to working class Americans.
Yet Americans who depend on the federal government to stay open had no idea this shutdown would drag on for a record-breaking 43 days, hitting them in multiple ways, including how they feed themselves and their families, since federal workers eventually started missing their first paycheck.
Your house payment doesn't stop, the grocery bills don't stop, the gas in the car doesn't stop.
Nonprofits and churches knew their clientele was about to rise, already dealing with a high demand from families struggling with high grocery prices this year. Now, these federal workers were turning to food banks.
A few years ago that happened, and we had an IRS office here in Cool Springs, and 150 of those 300 employees came to us to get food. And they've never had to do that before. They were going to get paid, but they went 40 days or 38 days without a paycheck.
Many in our Middle Tennessee counties already have systems in place to help feed people, like Metro Social Services Food Box Giveaway. Then came the concern that the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program would not be funded come November.
Really, really important that our decision makers know the consequences of not finding a way to make sure that families have their access to their SNAP benefits.
Advocacy groups like the Tennessee Justice Center warned about the harm and the strain the shutdown would put on food banks. SNAP recipients shared their stories with News Channel 5, hoping federal lawmakers would understand how deeply they rely on the program. Families who are also battling other expenses like housing, medical bills, and more.
The SNAP program, it's a safety net. I never saw it as a safety net. I never even imagined it, but it's truly just caught my family.
If I don't feed everybody, if we don't get the benefits we need and, pay for the groceries that we need, it makes us harder to pay our bills.
I mean, yeah, I have to have something to eat too, but I'd rather feed the kids than me.
As the 1st of November fast approached, food banks and pantries were feeling the strain. It was becoming more likely that SNAP benefits for the 121,000 Middle Tennessee families would not arrive, and federal workers would keep missing paychecks.
If they just have a minimum of 3 people in each family, that's going to be 100 new individuals that we served on a weekly basis come in that are on SNAP, that are worried. That November 1 date is fast approaching, and so they are really concerned.
So the community stepped up even more. There were food drives.
And the more we give, the more God will give us to give. So next time we're going to ask for 500 boxes.
And farmers offered free produce.
I don't think as a community you wait on people that are in those positions to take care of you. I think you take care of each other.
More giving followed, including News Channel 5's Hunger Can't Wait campaign, partnering with Second Harvest Food Bank. In less than 2 weeks, the community helped raise more than $500,000 and donated more than 70,000 pounds of food at Second Harvest and Kroger stores. The first of the month came, and the government still did not reopen, once again leaving families in limbo and turning to food banks. Tennessee dipped into its emergency reserve funds to help feed families. Governor Bill Lee directing $5 million in TennCare reserve money to food banks. The federal government finally reopened on November 13th, yet around Thanksgiving, there were still Tennessee families without their benefits, according to the Tennessee Justice Center. The bill Congress passed to reopen the government funds the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program through September 2026. Aaron Cantrell, News Channel 5.
What a year, Aaron. Thank you. New federal rules, by the way, have tightened SNAP work requirements. That's for able-bodied adults without dependents. Those 18 to under 65 who do not have disabilities and don't live with young children must now work, volunteer, or train at least 20 hours a week to keep their benefits. TDHS says several groups remain exempt and encourage anyone unsure about their status to contact their agency.